Today was a really clean day for SRX Levels. I had 8 trades with 8 wins. You can see a couple of them here over 40%, one at 10%, and the rest I was trailing really aggressively with my stops to lock in profits. We had multiple diamond trades today and some really great execution from the community. I'll walk you through the SPY chart first, and then I'll show you what I've been testing with QQQ and IWM. At 10 a.m., we had a purple diamond, which was a nice textbook reaction from this level here. We respected structure, and we got the continuation on down to S2. At 10:55, same thing. Clean respect, no chop. These are the ones that SRX is built for. Look at this. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the S2 zone and the pre-market low. After it comes back up, it even goes down a little bit further. Mid 45, this purple diamond was a loser, but this one matters. Let me show you why. We had just popped above the 8 EMA. That's not a bad signal. It's bad context. You have to be aware of where the EMA is, and you can see we're sloping up here. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see that it's sloping up because it changes from red to green, and we close above it. This is a no-go for me. I wouldn't be interested in this trade. I'll show you a similar setup on QQQ in just a little bit and how I handled it. Now here's a good setup. It's just a blue cross, but this was a really good retest of this zone. We were above the 8 EMA, and look where we went. Went right up to the top of the S1 zone. Now the trend was aligned well enough and the momentum was confirmed, and that's exactly what you want to see on a trade like this. And then at 2:45, another blue diamond here. It was late in the day, but still a clean setup. There's no guessing. Price came to the level, reacted, and we went up. Now here's the part that I haven't talked about yet. I've been quietly testing SRX on QQQ and IWM, and I'm hoping to open beta testing this week or next week. We've got the holidays this week with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so that might throw things off a little bit, but I promise this is coming. We're not going to release this publicly until we've tested it thoroughly, but you can see the kind of trade that presented itself today. We had the purple diamond up here, and price went all the way back down to S1, and you can see how well S1 was respected today and how well R1 was respected today. Once we fell into this zone, that's where we stayed. Now, what I was talking about earlier with the 8 EMA, this purple diamond came in at 10:35. We were above the 8 EMA. So this was not a trade I was interested in just yet. I was chatting with Lance, who's also testing this with me, and we were watching this. And I told Lance that if we get below this 8 EMA, I'm jumping in on that because there could be some momentum. And that's exactly what happened. I entered somewhere inside of this candle when we broke down through the 8 EMA. And this was a huge move. I did the 622 put, and that was this trade right here, 167 to 244, which was 46%. And that was in less than 5 minutes. I believe it was 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So I got in at 10:48 and I got out at 10:52, almost 10:53. So the signal was early, but as long as you're watching this 8 EMA, you could still do this execution just fine if you have the discipline to wait. All right, so let's take a look at IWM, and this one is a great lesson on trade management. This purple diamond popped up at 10:15, so it's confirmed at 10:20 because I'm on the 5-minute chart. I was in the 250 put for 57 cents, and I trailed this really aggressively. It was up a good bit, but we were getting a lot of wicks here, and we were pretty far away from the 8 EMA and from S2, and I'm still just beta testing IWM. I don't know how the contracts move yet, so I was very aggressive with this one, and I ended up just stopping out at 59 cents for a 3.5% gain. Now, this does move further down. It was up 31, 32%, and that only took about 30 minutes from the entry. And listen, you won't catch every single runner. If you can lock in your profits, you don't have to worry about blowing up. I love catching the 2, 3, 400% plays. You guys know that. You've seen plenty of them on my channel. But I'm not willing to risk losing all of the profit that I've already made in the day with a ticker that I just don't have experience trading yet. So don't sweat it. You're not going to catch every single runner. But profit is profit, and all 8 of my trades were in profit today, even if some of them were very small because of how tight I was trailing my stops. All right, so let's look at some of the community wins today. We've got Urban Organics, who did multiple successful credit spreads based on the SRX levels. Then we've got Celtic Trader with lots of scalps. I saw some in here, this 83 to 93, that's 12%. This 93 to 102 average is almost 10%. Small one here, 105 to 109 average, that's almost 4%. And 83 to 92, 93 average, that's 11%. A lot of consistent base hits here, which is what Aiden is known for. So great work today, Aiden. Of course, we've already looked at mine. I was 8 for 8 today. The highlights being my 46% trade and my 41%. And reiterating what I said earlier, not every trade needs to be a home run. This is still a very profitable day. Then we've got Lance, he's 5 for 5. He had 136 to 144, which is 6%. 124 to 137, which is 10%. 61 to 65, which is 6.5%. 55 to 61, which is almost 11%, and then 42 to 47, which is almost 12%. So he did a fantastic job today. And then Keith with this awesome play on SPX, 850 to 990, which is almost 17% in about a minute and a half. And here's where he shows what he was looking at on the charts. So great work, Keith. We've got Irwin. He's got a 28% put here, 2.5 minutes, and then a 9% put here in 6 minutes. All right, so what's next for SRX? I'm testing this ADX and DI filter to tighten entries even more. We've got the QQQ and IWM beta that's coming very soon. If you're already using SRX, this should get you very excited. We're hitting the ground running in 2026. We're going to have more and more compatibility across major tickers coming throughout the year. SRX is a fantastic tool. Look at how well these levels work. If you combine that with a little bit of discipline, there's your edge. You can win in this market. If you want access to SRX levels, the link to join is in the description. Right now, it's $49 a month, which is honestly very cheap for what we're building. And as we expand SRX to multiple tickers like QQQ and IWM, that price will be going up. We just can't keep it this low as it scales. So if you want in at the lowest price, now's the time. Links in the description. I'll see you inside.